the National Physics Committee Nagaland Championships is scheduled to be held on April 4th to the 6th. Now, this is under the aegis of the Nagaland Physics Alliance. Today at a press conference here at Duncan Basti, they announced the new office bearers for the year 2024, where they have also invited all athletes to compete in 4 categories, that is strongman, arm wrestling, bodybuilding, as well as powerlifting. Today, the state head, Tohovi Achumi, said that the most important aspect of this is to help athletes from the grassroots level, and they also said that they are willing to help pay for registration fees, but only those who are very serious to take this as a profession. The fees is said to be $30, which is approximately 3,000 rupees, which will be paid to the National Physics Committee. Let's have a look at today's press conference.
I, on the behalf of NPA, would like to welcome all the media fraternity that are here. We would definitely like to say thank you to all of you, because without your presence, our press conference would have been void. Through your active participation, we are assured and we believe that our organization's agenda will be known to the people in Nagaland and surrounding Nagaland, because our effort is not only cornered to Nagaland, but it goes beyond the borders of our state, that is Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, and Meghalaya, because our athletes comes from almost all the Northeast states. And this is one of the biggest show in the Northeast India related to bodybuilding, arm wrestling, and the activities we have. The reason we are having press conference here this afternoon is basically to announce the new office bearers of NPA Nagaland, and also to announce the dates of our shows that would be held in this year. The organization we are in is a very important organization when it comes to bodybuilding, because this is an international organization which headquarters is at US. It's called National Physics Committee, and we have India chapter, and under India chapter we have Nagaland chapter. Our athletes would be competing in the local level, then from the local level to the state level, from state level to the region level, and from regional level to a national level, and from national level to international level. That is how an athlete travel from the grassroots to the top international level.
Being as a state secretary of the NPA, my priorities will be to find the athletes from the grassroots level and to perform well in the district levels in different districts. We will be organizing the events in each district in the future, so that we can find the athletes from the district level who are having a potential to perform on the state level as well as the national level. And we will make sure that athletes who will be winning, they should get the sponsorship. We'll try to find the sponsorship for them, as everyone knows that bodybuilding is one of the most expensive sport, and it requires a lot of financial thing. So most of the athletes, they give up because of the financial support. And this year we have included one more thing, that we are divided the categories into sub-junior categories and the junior categories, and we will start the finding of the athletes from the school level, inter-school by performing the inter-school competition, and in the college level by performing the inter-college competition. Because their base should be strong, they should have a good strong base so that they can perform in the state level also. We want this Nagaland state to present well in the entire Northeast as well as in the entire country. And in the future, we are heading towards to take them to the international level by finding them and giving them a good honor. First of all, our motive, entire team motive is to provide them the equal amount of importance. We should respect the athletes, and this is how we have to find a good team. And in that verge, we have to find the athletes from the different districts. This is why we have managed the inter-district competitions also, which will be in the future pipeline of this year.
As we all know, bodybuilding, arm wrestling, or strongman, these sportsmanship are very expensive, like a sportsmanship in nature, because they have to spend a lot of money and efforts to actually come to the local level or district level or state level or regional level or to the national level. And this is the reason why we are making it very, very precise, that we are trying our very best for those athletes that they really want to compete and do not have resources. We are willing to help them find the resources. That does not mean that this will get implemented with every athletes, no, but athletes that has got genuine aspiration to reach to the national level and beyond. We as an organization are willing to take care of them, and therefore we invite them to come forward. If there are anyone that wants to compete and make this their profession, because this is a very good profession where you can earn your livelihood, where you can do away with substances where most of the youngsters here in our state are addicted to. This is all about the fitness of a body, and you have to have an aspiration, a dream, and motive, and efforts to actually reach to the level of bodybuilding whereby he or she can compete in the national, in the state level, regional level, and national level and beyond. And therefore, through this platform, we would like to invite anyone that has got aspiration and do not have resources to kindly get in touch with the officials here. We will see how we can mold him or her and how we can make him or her achieve his or her goal. Now, we would open up, the very important aspect, because since this is an international organization, every athlete has to have to register in the international portal, which is in the US, based in the US, and therefore every athlete that wants to participate in the show has to pay $30 as registration fee to the parent body that is in the US. The reason why to some it might be very expensive, say about 3,000 K, is not, it's not very expensive for some people, but for some it might be very, very, difficult to pay, because the state would also be requiring a registration fee of some thousand to be paid to be a part of the show. The reason why $30 is very important is because this $30 is going to carry you to the international forum, number one. Number two, the organization do not expect and want a time pass athletes. They want serious athlete who can come and, compete in the show. Not just because they wanted to come and, be a part of the show by paying the fees, no. He or she has to be a serious athlete to come and join the show. And that is the reason why it is made mandatory for any athlete to pay $30 as a registration fee towards the parent body, which is controlled from the US. For further explanation, I would like to request maybe Mr. Tarun and Mr. Akapeto to give more highlight on why this is important, because they are into the bodybuilding field, which I am not part of it right now. As a head, I'm also motivated to now join any of the gyms that is near me. But then, it is very important aspect that needs to be explained, that needs to reach every athletes that are actually anticipating to join the show. And therefore, I would request them to give more highlight on this.
Very important announcement for all aspiring athletes. As our state head has instructed, every athlete who is willing and wants to participate in the NPC Nagaland Championship will first of all have to register in NPC Worldwide, USA, with an amount of $30, and this amount can be paid in www.sherylclassic.com. That is the website. This registration amount of $30, which comes up to $2,600 approximately, it is mandatory if you want to play any NPC show worldwide. It is not just Nagaland. Yes, you can play in Nagaland and you can play in every other NPC show here in Nagaland as well as in other states with that $30 registration. So it is mandatory, the reason being, as our state head has already elaborated, first of all, they want a good standard of athletes to participate. We don't just want, there are a lot of other federations, but we are all aware that NPC is the most prestigious and it is the cream of the crop, and so they require the most elite athletes to participate. That's one. The second thing is, when an athlete registers with the $30, they automatically will reflect in the worldwide NPC website. As in, every show that there will be a track record of every show that the NPC athlete who has registered, their track record will be there. Their points that have been allotted to them in every competition that they participate will be available there on the website. That is why that $30 registration is required. That $30 registration does not go to the NPC state in any ways. That is just a mandatory global, that is worldwide. That is a mandatory registration fee that has to be paid for 1 year. $30 for every athlete for 1 year, and he is open to play in any NPC show worldwide, not just Nagaland, worldwide, for the period of 2024 to 2025. So that is the announcement. We have a very important announcement. No athlete will be permitted to participate in the NPC Nagaland Championship without first registering for the NPC Worldwide athlete registration of $30.
Yeah, why the scorecard is very important. The scorecard is very important because NPC provides a pro card. And without a pro card, an athlete cannot compete in the national and the international level, which is very important. And therefore, the points that he or she gathers is definitely going to determine whether he or she would be qualified for a pro card. For instance, like Ben. Ben holds a pro card in mixed martial arts, and like a person, for him to compete in the international forum, he has to show the pro card that he has in India. And this is one of the reasons why the mandatory fee has been leveraged on all the athletes that intends to join the show. The importance of why NPA is important in Nagaland is because we want to promote our youngsters. As we know, the matter of fact, most of our youngsters today are actually, and since we are not used to this, like a gymming culture. In other states, like you go to Meghalaya, you go to Mizoram, you go to Manipur, they are 100 years ahead of us in physical fitness. The awareness of fitness, physical fitness and the importance of physical fitness. But in Nagaland, we are actually laid back when it comes to physical fitness. Through this platform, we want to challenge our young people to do away with their culture of being lazy, culture of being a backbencher, or maybe getting involved to different substances which are not good for their physical growth. We definitely want to challenge them to come forward because there is a platform in the form of NPA for you to go to the higher level. Everyone is not called to be a contractor. Everybody is not called to be a businessman or a government official. Everybody is not called to be a footballer or different athlete types or games. You or I can be, we can be a future champion representing our state, our region, and our nation to the international forum, bringing laurels to ourselves, to our society, and to our state as well. And therefore, we would like to open this for everyone that is willing to come forward, and we encourage you to start thinking on your physical aspect, because people say sound mind is sound body. Unless you have a sound body, you will not have a sound mind. And therefore, to have a sound mind, you have to have a sound body first. And therefore, we would like to invite you to come. If you are looking to start a new venture in the art of, in the art of bodybuilding, we have experts that are here. Our ambassador is a qualified, certified trainer. She is a certified nutritionist, right? Nutritionist, yes, nutritionist. And then the same thing to Akapeto, the same thing to Tarun, something to Mr. Ban. We have our, qualified people that can advise you, to help you reform your body. And so may we open this door for the competition that has been just announced, and we would be greatly anticipating for more participation, for more athletes to coming and joining us, not only from the state, but from the neighboring states, which has always been a part of our show. We delightfully welcome you to our show, and we look forward to having a great show in the month of April, and the winners, we will definitely carry you to the national level. Let's see, as I've explained earlier, any serious athlete that wants to take this as their profession, if they are not financially sound, we are willing to take the responsibility. In terms of, providing with the supplement in the form of proteins, we are already looking for the corporates that can come and help. In terms of registration, we are definitely willing to help. In terms of if he or she qualifies, the state show, definitely the onus will be on us. Because we cannot just, leave our athletes midway and say, you do what you want to do, right? Because until and unless we certify, our champion cannot take part in the national level. We have to certify them, right? Coming to the women athletes, the reason why we have made our, ma'am, the ambassador of this organization is because we wanted her to be the role model for the women in Nagaland. She is the first woman who broke the stereotype in Nagaland, leaving aside her professional career and made this her professional career. Till now, she has won many awards in national level and international platform. I don't know if our state has recognized her, but if the state has not recognized her, these are types. These are women that need to be, acknowledged in the state so that she becomes a role model. We want women athletes to break their barrier, break the stereotype, and then come forward. And, join the mainstream where women are now more into fitness. Even in many gyms, there are gyms where there are more women than men. So the reason why we have made her the, ambassador is because we wanted her to be a role model. Definitely, like a NPA Nagaland chapter would be visiting schools to actually give them, the basic knowledge of what this all fitness thing is about, all bodybuilding is about. We would soon be wanting to, organize the school level competition so that right from their childhood, they know they have an awareness that physical fitness is important to achieve anything in life.
But the reason why we're giving out the dates now is because for bodybuilding, most of the athletes, they require at least 3 to 4 months of preparation in advance. It takes some time, so that's why we have the press release with the press dates. The release competition dates is because to give the athletes enough time to prepare competitions.
So they can come and join the gyms here in Dimapur. Those are from outside and who cannot afford maybe training in a gym.
They are most welcome. They are most welcome.
Yeah, like we said, serious athletes, we are always willing to train and groom them.
Most welcome.
As in our the first edition of LPC event that we had, there was an athlete who came all the way from Mon, big chest, who said his body is natural. He didn't even have accessibility to a gym, but he still worked out. I don't know how he managed and all. He came and he couldn't even afford a 10 kind of athlete. But somehow he competed. So if people from that kind of background and that kind of history of history and interest, enthusiasm in fitness can come and compete. I think there are people who are in cities like Dimapur, towns like Dimapur, Kohima, and all. They have lots of accessibilities to compete and lots of they can venture out in bodybuilding, powerlifting, arm wrestling. They have lots of opportunities, in fact.
As in total, we are here to promote the fitness in entire states. Me being as a Delhiite, I just shifted to Dimapur in 2017. And I had a gym in Chumu earlier. I am owning the gym Dumbbell and Scissors right now. My gym is open to any of the athletes from entire Nagaland. They can come and have preparation with me. And I am ready to train them free of cost also. And in earlier days also I have done that. In Mr. Nagaland 2017 and 18, 19, he has been trained by me. I didn't charge anything for him. This is free of cost. This is to promote the fitness over here. As a team, we are here to promote the fitness. This is not a corporate we are running. We are not running for money. We are willing to spend the money on the eligible athlete who has a performance, a talent. And we are in that also, I should add one thing more. The athletes who will be winning the competition, we will try to bring them the sponsorship from outside the state. So that they should get some money also and they should get some food supplements also, free of cost, which they cannot afford. So we are here to help each and every athlete over here from entire Nagaland. This is not for only Dimapur, for an entire state, anywhere.
Junior and sub-junior category, right?
Yeah.
So what are the age? What is the age group?
Okay, regarding the sub-junior, junior is below 23 and sub-junior is basically teens. Those competitions we still have a buffer period of 6 months because we still have to work with colleges and the different schools, but they are definitely there in the pipeline. In another 6 months, we should be, like our state coordinator is here, he should be coordinating with all the schools and all the colleges to have the first actually inter-college, inter-school, sub-junior and junior level competitions in bodybuilding, strongman, powerlifting and arm wrestling. Those are the 4 different divisions. We're not just looking at bodybuilding, we're looking at strongman, powerlifting as well as arm wrestling. So those are in the pipeline for this year, 2024, and we should be having a lot of competitions, close to more than 10 competitions. But the state competition, which is a qualifier for the regional as well as the national, will be held in April. First, this is season 1. So later during the year, maybe in November and October, there will be another stage show. All right, so that is the difference. This is a state show, means it's the entire state. So all the this is the first opportunity actually. Basically, it's the first state show. But apart from that, the sub-junior and the junior levels, those will be held only in the district level, inter-district level, and sub-junior and junior, they will be held only in the district level.